Hi friends, I welcome you all at RBI Grade B. You know the importance of these government schemes. They play a very important role in the selection process of RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade B and various exams. So by keeping in mind we are sharing with you this government scheme series, and today we will start this series with Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. We will start with this scheme that is Rashtriya Vayashari Yojana. Before studying about this scheme, you should know some facts about the senior citizen population of our country. There are 10.38 crore senior citizens in India. Out of this 10.38 crore, 70% are living in rural area, and a sizable, that is this total population, 5.2% of this total population are suffering from some sort of disabilities that is related to the old age. So, and according to a projection, these disability abled people are going to increase up to 173 million in 2026. It means 2026 तक ये संख्या जो है वो 173 मिलियन होने वाली है. So by keeping in mind, for the help of this senior citizens people, government has launched this scheme in April 2017. What type of device they are offering to these disabled people? The devices can be walking sticks, elbow crutches, like tripods, hearing aids. It means आप कह सकते हैं कि हमारे जो बड़े बूढ़े लोग हैं, सीनियर लोग हैं, जैसे जैसे एज बढ़ती है उनको चलने में दिक्कत होती है, उनको सुनने में दिक्कत होती है, तो इस तरह की हेयरिंग एड डिवाइसेस की जरूरत उनको 60 साल की उम्र के बाद पड़ने वाली होती है. तो उन लोगों की हेल्प करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने इस राष्ट्रीय वयोश्री योजना को लॉन्च किया है. What is the aim of the government in this scheme? They are providing these types of assisting living devices to the people who belong to this BPL category. Why? Because they can behave near normalcy in their bodily function with the help of this device. What are the eligibility? First of all, he or she should be senior citizen. His and her age should be 60 years and above. They are preferring that percentage of SC/ST beneficiaries of the scheme shall be equal to or more their respective percentage of population in the district. They are targeting that 30% of the beneficiaries of the scheme should be women. What they are offering? Senior citizens, those not belong to BPL category and their monthly income is less than or not exceed 15,000 per month will also eligible under this scheme. What are the BPL category? As per the Union Cabinet, 27,000 if a person is earning in a year belongs to the BPL category, and if a person who is getting 15,000 per month of income either from pension, either from any source, will be eligible for this Rashtriya Vayashri Yojana. What are the key features of this scheme? They are offering this high quality and conforming standard device, and they are confirming these standards with the help of this Bureau of Indian Standards. Now some features about this scheme. It is the sector scheme. It is 100% centrally funded by the government, and from where they are taking the fund? They are taking the fund from the Senior Citizens Welfare Fund. Now you will see that what is the meaning of this Senior Citizen Welfare Fund. Friends, Senior Citizen Welfare Fund जो है वो एक फाइनेंशियल एक्ट 2015 में लॉन्च किया गया था। और इसमें जो फंड आता है, जो हमारी पीपीएस स्कीम होती है, प्रोविडेंट फंड स्कीम होती है, ईपीडब्ल्यू की जो स्कीम्स होती हैं, तो उसमें जो अनक्लेम अमाउंट वी गेट, they are deposited under this senior citizen welfare fund. So how they are managing these fund? तो जो भी इस स्कीम के लिए डिवाइसेस को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए फंड रिक्वायर्ड होता है, वो हम लोग इस सीनियर सिटीजन वेलफेयर फंड से लेते हैं और लेने के बाद उस डिवाइस को खरीद के डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं नीडी पीपल्स को। द एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ द ऑल डिवाइस इज लाइकली टू बी 7,000 per beneficiary. Now you will see that 5% of the total expenditure they are spending on this monitoring and evaluation, and the 10% of the total scheme, जो भी अमाउंट उन्होंने डिसाइड किया है उसका 10% जो है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एक्सपेंडिचर पर ये लोग खर्च कर रहे हैं। नाउ व्हाट अबाउट दिस आर्टिफिशियल लिम्ब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया? दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज प्रोवाइडिंग टेक्निकल गाइडेंस including specification of the each device. For example, if a person whose age is 60 years and he required a tripod, then what is the dimension, what types of quality they should maintain this tripod? This is to be done by this Artificial Limb Manufacturing Corporation of India. So after distribution, this quality checks is done by this LIMCO. And what they do, they decide that there are 100 devices and randomly they take 10 and they check these devices against the quality specification defined by the government. So we can say that this LMICO is a technical advisor to the government for this scheme. And the implementing agency, whosoever may be, they are giving 1 year free maintenance whatever devices are being distributed. Now we'll see some important point about this LMICO. This LMICO is a mini ratna category second public sector undertaking under the central of government, and it is located in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. What is the objective of this organization? Its objective is to benefiting the person with disability to maximum extent possible by manufacturing rehabilitation aids for person with disabilities. So they manufacture the walking sticks, tripods, hearing aids, whatever required by a disabled person. This LMICO, a mini Ratnas category second public sector undertaking under the central government manufacture. So this is about the artificial limb. So this is everything you need to know about this Rashtriya Vayasya Yojana. Now we will see this another important scheme, that is PM Adarsh Gram Yojana. This scheme is related to the people who belong to the SC and ST category. So the government had taken a number of initiatives for development of the scheduled caste in the past. But what happens? Whatever the steps taken by the government, they were for the individual people. What they are doing? This is for the individual. So what will happen? If we will not integrate our effort, then what will happen? Our effort will go in a different type direction, and whatever result we are trying to achieve, we will not achieve this result. So what happens? For the help of the SC people, in July 2010 from the Ganganagar, Rajasthan district, the then Prime Minister declared in budget speech on 6th of July 2009 about this scheme, and it was launched in 2010. It was declared in the budget speech of the 6th of July 2009. What is the aim? The aim of this scheme is the integrated development of villages where the population of the scheduled caste is above 50%, means if there are 500 people are living in a village, then the people belongs to SC category should be more than where this scheme will be applicable. What is the component? They want to convert these villages where the population of SC peoples are more into the Adarsh Gram. What is the meaning of the Adarsh Gram? They want to convert these villages into the Adarsh Gram. So first of all, you need to know they are converting these villages into the Adarsh Gram, but what is the vision of the Adarsh Gram? The vision of the Adarsh Gram where the people have access to various basic services and their minimum needs of the section of the society are fulfilled and met, disparity are reduced minimum. What are the basic needs? Basic needs can be like infrastructure needs, that is drinking water and sanitation. It should be education, electricity and clean fuel, agriculture practices, financial inclusion. So these types of the basic need they are providing in these types of villages. Under this physical, there are 4 components of this scheme. How much component? There are 4 components. So first of all, their physical infrastructure such as the construction of the road, street lighting, access to safe drinking water. This component is another component. This is the one component. They are providing sanitation and environment, and they are giving social infrastructure like human development and the social harmony. So under these 4 components, they are dividing or distributing this component under this drinking water, health and nutrition, social security, digitization, financial inclusion. So these are the component of this scheme. Now, what is the main objective of this scheme? We can divide this objective in the 2 parts. Their first objective is primarily through convergence of implementation of the relevant central and government scheme. For example, if government has running a scheme related to the drinking water, just like central government Jal Jeevan Mission, they are providing tap water up to 2024 in every rural area of the country. So they can club this scheme with this Jal Jeevan Mission. The second one, by taking up identified activities. For example, in this Jal Jeevan Mission, if anyone is not getting the proper drinking water at their home, so they will find that this mission is not able to fulfill the needs of the people, then they will do this gap filling funds they will provide for fulfilling the aim of this PM Adarsh Gram Yojana. For what? They are providing a central assistance up to 20 lakhs per village for making this village a Adarsh village. Right. Now, there are the 2 components, there are the 2 types of assistance they are providing. First one is for the continuous development and the second one is for the new village selected. Continuous development means they are already running a project in any village. Then they are providing, government is providing this rupees 10 lakhs per village. Out of this 9.50 lakhs per village would be utilized as a gap filling. Gap filling मैं आपको पहले ही बता चुका हूँ. Then बाकी जो 50,000 बचता है उसमें क्या करेंगे ये लोग? सेंटर, स्टेट, डिस्ट्रिक्ट, विलेज, जो भी एजेंसी, जो भी स्टेक होल्डर्स इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं, वो इस अमाउंट को इस रेशियो 1:1, 1:1, 1:2 में डिवाइड करेंगे फॉर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एंड अदर एक्सपेंसेस. सेम विद दिस न्यू विलेज. अंडर दिस, in place of this 10 lakhs, they are providing 20 lakh, 21 lakh, 20 lakh for the gap filling, and this rest amount in the same ratio amongst the center, state, district and village. Right. So this is the short form which I have told you. This one. Now, vision of Adarsh Gram I have already told you. Under this, a technical support is being provided by this National Institute of Rural Development, Panchayati Raj. Where it is located? It is located at Hyderabad, and this institute at national level is providing technical support. For example, if any road is being developed in any gram, any eligible gram, then whatever technical source or support required for development of this road is being provided by this National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, which is located at Hyderabad. Now, what is the time limit for utilizing Prime Minister Adarsh Gram Yojana Fund? It is 2 years from the date of release fund for new villages and 1 year for the additional round funding. So this amount is for the additional round funding, this is for the new village. So respective years required to utilize this fund. For this case it is 1 year, for this case it is 2 years. Now, monitoring. Whatever project is being done, whatever project is being taken by any agency will be monitored under these 15 identified monitorable indicators under these 10 domains. What are the 10 domains? These are the drinking water and sanitation. I have already told you that these are the requirement for the development of any villages. They want to develop them socially, educationally, they will develop the health facilities there, financial inclusion, digitization. So monitoring of these parameters or indicators will be done based upon these 10 domains, right? Now, how you will implement this scheme? There are 2 phases of this scheme. I have told you when this scheme was launched. It was launched in 2010, but its first phase was launched in 2014 and 15, and it will cover 1500 villages across 11 states. But when it was launched in 2010, their target was to cover these 1000 villages from the Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Bihar, Himachal Pradesh, Assam, and they were selected on the pilot basis. When the response of this government scheme was very exciting, so government has launched this phase 2nd, and they have tried to cover all the villages where the 50% scheduled caste are living. In 2018 and 19, government had decided to further continuation of the scheme for taking certain number of villages every year for the development. And they are planning that 3000 to 3500 new villages will be developed, will be taken every year from this 2019-20. First they have taken 1000, in second phase they have taken 1500, but since 2019 and 20 they have decided to take this number of villages for the development, for making these villages as a Adarsh Gram. So as per this selection, there are total number of 27,000 villages approximately which is being covered under this scheme, and they are targeting to cover all these villages under this scheme by 2024 and 25. It means this scheme is being continued by the government up to 2024 and 25. Right. Now, friends, this is self-employment scheme for rehabilitation of this manual scavengers. It is very important scheme. This scheme was launched by the government in January 2007. What is the aim? First of all, it is a central sector scheme, and this scheme was introduced to rehabilitate the identified manual scavengers in alternate profession by the end of फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2008 एंड 9. बट आपको क्या लगता है कि गवर्नमेंट इतने शॉर्ट टर्म में इतने बड़े काम को कंप्लीट कर पाएगी? तो मेरा कहना है कि नहीं. तो हुआ क्या, उसके बाद ये गवर्नमेंट बार बार कंटिन्यू की गई, होती गई. एक्चुअली आपको एक चीज पता होनी चाहिए, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. पहले देखिए, यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे कि मैनुअल स्क्वेंजिंग, आपने एक एक्ट सुना होगा, दिस एक्ट इज नोन एज द Provision of Employment as a Manual Scavenger and the Rehabilitation Act, Act 2013. मैं इसको लिख देता हूं, आप लोग थोड़ा याद रखेंगे इसको. Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavengers and their rehabilitation. And it was launched in 2013. So according to this act, no person or agency can engage or employ any person for manual scavenging from the above date. It means 2013. And if anyone found that any person who is doing manual scavenging by for any agency, for any organization, then it will be punishable. There are various sections under this act. So according to the section 8 of this act, this is a punishable offense. But आपको क्या लगता है कि इतने से एक्ट बनाने से सारी चीजें खत्म हो जाएंगी? I will say no. So गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया, इस एक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग जो मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग है, जो एक डिह्यूमनाइजिंग प्रैक्टिस है, इसको हटाने के लिए उन्होंने एक पॉजिटिव स्टेप उठाया कि भाई फोर्सफुली हमने पनिश तो कर दिया लोगों को, लेकिन जो लोग अगर जिनके पास काम नहीं होगा, मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग जो उनका टारगेट है, जहां से वो पैसा कमाते हैं, अगर हम उसी चीज को छीन लेंगे तो व्हाट विल हैपन टू दिस पीपल. सो फॉर हेल्पिंग दिस पीपल who are belongs to this manual scavenging category, government has launched this scheme. अब इसमें इन्होंने क्या किया कि 2013 से 18 तक उन्होंने एक प्रोजेक्ट के थ्रू आइडेंटिफाई किया मैनुअल स्कैवेंजर्स को. उन्होंने देखा कि कुछ 58,000, it means 60,000, near about 60,000 manual scavengers are found according to the identification process done by this ministry between 2013 and 18. So for the helping of these manual scavengers, that are 60,000, they have continued this scheme since 2007. Now aim मैं आपको बता चुका हूं. What is the implementing agency? It is implemented by this NSKFDS. NSKFDS क्या है दोस्तों? This is known as the National Safai Karamchari Financial Development Corporation. It is a not-for-profit organization under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it was launched in 1997. And its main aim was for all-round socio-economic upliftment of the Safai Karamchari, scavengers and their dependents. So since 1997, they are doing this job. And according to this scheme is related to the rehabilitation of manual scavengers. So this work as a implementing agency for the implementation of this scheme. It is a 100% centrally funded scheme, and latest development under this scheme, under the financial year 2022 and 2023, government has allocated 70 crore rupees for this scheme. Now, what are the components? Under this, government is giving one-time cash assistance of rupees 40,000 for the identified manual scavengers. Identification I have already told you. Total number are 60,000 approximately. They are also giving this credit link back and capital subsidy up to rupees 3.5 lakh with a provision of concessional loan of project cost up to 15 lakh. For example, if any person, the person who is doing a cleaning job in the railway tracks, so if any machine is being purchased for cleaning the railway track, and this machine will replace the manual scavenging process, and this project required at least a loan of 15 lakhs. So government are giving the credit linked bank and capital subsidy of 3.25 lakhs of rupees for this project. They are also giving skill development training up to 2 years with a stipend of 3,000. For example, if any person who is doing a manual scavenging and they want to shift himself herself from this manual scavenging to in other job, so government is doing what? Government is giving training, and under the training they are giving 3,000 rupees per month as a stipend to the person for the skill development. They are also giving subsidy on loan for manual scavengers, sanitation workers and their dependents and related project, and this project can be up to 15 lakhs of rupees. They are also covering this manual scavengers under the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. Friends, there was recently a news, a person who is doing a work, he was cleaning a septic tank. What he is doing? He is doing a septic tank cleaning. So what happens? Suddenly he dies due to a leakage of a harmful gas. So what will happen when a person is doing these types of manual scavenging and these types of work? They are highly prone to the health issues. So government is covering their health. They are giving health benefits to the people with the help of this Ayushman Bharat Yojana. They are also giving them a behavior skill development training. They are providing health camps, and they are also providing workshop on the hazardous cleaning of the sewers and septic tanks, which incidents I have shared with you, that how much dangerous this the cleaning of this septic tank. Recently government has revised some provision under this scheme. It is effective from April 1, 2021. They have increased this capital subsidy, which I have told you, it is one of the component of this scheme, from this 3.25 to the 5 lakh. Now they are giving this subsidy upfront, not backend. It means they are directly transferring this amount to the account of the beneficiary. For sanitation related product, in addition to the identified manual scavengers, they are also covering their dependents, sanitation worker, and their dependents are also made eligible for the same amount of the capital subsidy, that is 5 lakhs of rupees. Before revision, this subsidy is only given to the identified manual scavenger. Now they are covering dependents and dependents of this manual scavenger under this scheme. The project cost, they have also increased to 50 lakhs per group up to 5 members, and the maximum, each member of the group can have a maximum project share up to the 10 lakhs of rupees. Taking cognizance of the health issues, which I have already told you, they are extended this health insurance benefit up to rupees 5 lakhs to all the identified manual scavengers under the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. They have increased the moratorium period to start the repayment loan up to 2 years, and the 5 years for the project up to 5 lakh and 7 years for the project up to the 5 lakh. Right. So this was all about this scheme. I have already almost covered all the points related to this employment scheme for rehabilitation of the manual scavengers. Now our other scheme is scheme of economic empowerment of the denotified tribes, that is SEEDs. Before understanding this scheme, I would like to share what is the meaning of this denotified tribe. Friends, अगर आपको इस denotified tribes के बारे में जानना है तो आपको एक एक्ट है that is known as the Criminal Tribes Act 1871, and it is known as the Draconian Act placed by the British government. What happens? These tribes were living in the forest area, and according to the British people, जनरली उस टाइम में ये लूटपाट करते थे और लोगों को लूटते थे. तो उस टाइम क्या हुआ कि गवर्नमेंट ने इनको इस एक्ट के हिसाब से क्रिमिनल करार दे दिया था। और क्रिमिनल बोलने के बाद इनका जो डेवलपमेंट होता है, इनको जो मेन स्ट्रीम की सोसाइटीज होती है उसमें जुड़ने से इनको रोका गया। तो जो भी सोसाइटल डेवलपमेंट हुआ उसमें ये लोग पीछे रह गए और इनका फुल डेवलपमेंट हो नहीं पाया। व्हाई? बिकॉज ब्रिटिशर्स वर नॉट कंसिडरिंग दीज ट्राइब एज द सोशल ट्राइब, बिकॉज दे ट्रीट देम एज अ क्रिमिनल। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस एक्ट, but what happens in 2014? In 2014, government has formed this National Commission on denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic। इस कमीशन ने क्या किया? इसने आइडेंटिफाई किया कि देश में कितनी इस तरह की डिनोटिफाइड और नोमैडिक सेमी नोमैडिक ट्राइब्स हैं। तो इनके हिसाब से 1262 ट्राइब्स दे हैव फाउंड, एंड आउट ऑफ इट दे हैव फाउंड दैट कर्नाटका हैज हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ दिस नोमैडिक डिनोटिफाइड एंड सेमी नोमैडिक ट्राइब्स। आउट ऑफ दिस डिनोटिफाइड ट्राइब दे हैव फाउंड they are 462 in there are 425 denotified tribes. Nomadic, they are 810 in number, and this 27 in number they belong to this semi nomadic। तो अब क्या हुआ, इनके पास सारे फिगर्स भी आ गए और उन्होंने आइडेंटिफाई भी कर लिया कि भाई कौन से स्टेट में कहां पर है ये। तो इसके बाद इन्होंने इस स्कीम को लॉन्च किया। इस स्कीम को लॉन्च किया है इन्होंने February 15, 2022 में। जब इनको आइडेंटिफाई हो गया नेशनल कमीशन के द्वारा और उसने अपनी रिपोर्ट को सबमिट कर दिया। एक्चुअली इसने रिपोर्ट को कब सबमिट किया था? इसने रिपोर्ट को सबमिट किया था कमीशन ने 2018 में। उसके बाद इन्होंने आफ्टर 4 इयर्स इस स्कीम को लॉन्च कर दिया फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ दीज टाइप्स ऑफ ट्राइब्स। अब इसका पर्पस क्या है? पर्पस यह है कि इसका इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, एम्पावरमेंट करना है इस ट्राइब्स का। उसके बाद इन्होंने इसके लिए आउटले रखा 200 करोड़ का और इस स्कीम का टाइमलाइन सेट किया 2021-22 टू 2025-26। एलिजिबिलिटी क्या है? जो भी फैमिली जिसकी इनकम लेस देन 2.50 लाख पर एनम है और वो किसी भी अदर स्कीम से दे आर नॉट गेटिंग बेनिफिट फ्रॉम अदर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट स्कीम, दे आर एलिजिबल अंडर दिस स्कीम। इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, it will be implemented through a online portal with the help of this Department of Social Justice and Empowerment, and this portal will consist a registration module and a scheme module, and this fund will be directly goes into the account of the beneficiaries, and the other implementing agency are involved in this schemes are Ministry of Rural Development, National Rural Livelihood Mission, and the National Health Authority. Now, there are 4 components government has defined under this scheme. First of all, the education empowerment. Under this component, government are giving free coaching to the denotified tribal students for reason for the educational empowerment of these communities. Under this, they are providing a good coaching quality to enable them to appear in a competitive exam like professional courses like medicine, engineering, MBA. It means say if any person wants to prepare for the NEET, prepare for the IIT JEE mains exam, they can take help from this scheme under this component. Selection, they are selecting the candidate based on the merit list that is generated on the online portal. They are targeting the 6 to 50 students for coaching, for giving coaching under this scheme in next 5 years, and they are allocated 50 crore rupees for under this component under this scheme. Health insurance, they are the communities which are lagging under the health facilities provided by the government. So what is happening? The objective, they are providing financial assistance to the National Health Authority in association with the State Health Agency for covering this need denotified tribe under the insurance cover. How much they are targeting? They are targeting this 4,44,500 families under this scheme. And what are benefits they are getting? They are giving 5 lakhs per family per year under this denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes. Outlay for this scheme is 49 crore. Facilitated and livelihood. What happens? I have already told you these are not the tribes, these are not the people which are integrated with the society. So what happens? They are living in the forest area. When this forest area are not their part of livelihood because some strict environment norms, so what will happen? They are lagging under their livelihood. So government is trying to facilitate giving some alternate livelihood to these denotified nomadic tribes. What government is doing? The government is doing and giving a financial assistance under this National Rural Livelihood Mission, State Rural Livelihood Mission. I have already told you that under this National Rural Livelihood Mission, government is developing a cluster. So whatever they are developing under this National Rural Livelihood Mission, they are integrated this scheme for the development of these tribes. What the benefit under this? To enhance the productivity growth in key livelihood sector for the employment generation of these tribes communities through a investment in institutional support and technical assistance is being carried out. For example, if anyone wants to some training, some institutional support for their development, for getting their livelihood, they can take these benefit under this National Livelihood Mission under the component facilitated livelihood under the scheme. Housing. Before launching of this scheme or after we can say that independence, I have already told you that some strict norms are being implemented by the government under this forest area for preservation of sustainable development or ecosystem. So what is happening? These peoples are shifting from forest to urban area, and in urban area they are living in the slum area. So government is implementing this Prime Minister Awas Yojana for the development of this community. What they are doing? They are targeting 4,200 houses to be constructed for these peoples, and total outlay they are giving for 5 years 50 crore for these people. What are the benefit? They are getting benefit of this 1.20 lakh for construction of their house in plain area and 1.30 in hilly area. This portion I have already told you that this commission was set in 2015 and they have done a study and submitted its reports in 2018. Identified this community, and there are highest number of denotified tribes found in the Karnataka. So friends, this scheme is mainly done by the government for the development of the denotified tribes. So friends, this was all from my side today. I will come up with more videos and then I will try to explain you ins and out of the scheme in a very simple way, ताकि आप लोगों को याद रहे, आप एग्जाम में जाके कोई गलती ना करें और इजीली आप अंडरस्टैंड कर सकें. तो अभी तो हम लोगों ने पढ़ लिया, इसका रिवीजन आप जरूर कर लेना. टिल देन, थैंक यू एंड हैप्पी लर्निंग. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, थैंक यू, हैप्पी लर्निंग.